I'm Keith Omisal, and I'm here to talk about the poem entitled The Wayfarer. And also, what does the poem want to convey to the readers? Before we go through, the poem let us first know the author's all about. The name of the author is the one and only Sarah Tisdale. Was an American lyric poet. She was born Sarah T. Tisdale in St. Louis, Missouri, and used the name of Sarah Tisdale Fillinger after her marriage in 1940. And she was born in August 8, 1884 at St. Louis, Missouri, United States. But she died in January 29, 1933 at New York, United States. She went at Mary Institute and St. Louis Country Day School, and she was awarded entitled Pulitzer Prize Special Citations and Awards, and her expose was Ernst Singer. Now let's think about the Wayfarer poem. I want you everybody to listen carefully. The Wayfarer poem. Love entered in my heart one day. A sad, unwelcome guest. But when he begged that he might stay, I let him wait and rest. He broke my sleep with sorrow and shook my dreams with tears. And when my heart was fain to sing, he stilled its joy with fears. But now that he has gone his way, I miss the old sweet thing, and sometimes in the night I pray that he may come again.
Okay, thank you, Claire. By the way, I'm Nasa Campanero. So, okay, what I'm going to do is to explain each stanza of the poem. In the first stanza, love entered in my heart one day, a sad, unwelcome guest. But when he begged that he might stay, I let him wait and rest. So the first stanza explains that love is inevitable. At any point, we don't force ourselves to fall in love, neither force someone to love us. Love comes unexpectedly. Person, place, time, we don't know. And for our desire to be enveloped with love allows us to accept every differences that person we address our love is having. In the next stanza, he broke my sleep with sorrowing and shook my dreams with tears. And when my heart was faint to sing, he sealed its joy with fears. So in the next stanza, it explains that when you are not in pain, it means that you are not truly in love. But love doesn't mean to suffer. Rather, pain is the sweetest love as it becomes a proof that we have this heart willing to get hurt and willing to love again. In the last stanza, but now that he has gone his way, I miss the old sweet pain. And sometimes in the night I pray that he may come again. So in the last stanza explains that there is this time that after the pain of love, we renew ourselves and get back to our shape, and sometimes a better version of it. But love is such a tricky memory, for it heals us with pain. But when it's gone, we somehow miss that sweet pain, and to hope by right time, we can say you learn to love again. So we go to the theme and the social issue of the poem. So the theme is sweet pain. We all know that when we fall in love, there's no doubt that we will experience sweet pain. Okay, the social issues, people know that if they are in love, they are bound to be in pain and get hurt. But they see love as the most fulfilling feeling and not the pain as the byproduct of love. According to Mother Teresa, love doesn't say, I had enough. So thank you for listening.